Good morning, shiny internet strangers. Hope everybody's well. We are doing the same, normal stuff that everything is. Welcome back. Appreciate everybody stopping by to visit and, checking out the stream, that kind of thing. I am, as always, grabbing bits and bobs and putting it where it goes and linking things and placing the thing. And we're waiting on the thing to come up here. Yeah, we okay. Get you your morning update. Let's see. 0723 local. There you go. Server's coming up, or well, I'm logging into it. Oh, did I die, folks? Uh-oh. Really? Am I on the floor? Hopefully we pop out of it. This is never good. Right? Sometimes it happens. Right? Sometimes it happens. Maybe I can log out and log back in again. Let's try that before we delete the foundation. Let's just give that a shot before because I don't know where I am. Right? I could be underground. I could be on a foundation with a bunch of boxes. I could be on one with stations. I could really screw up my base, right? So let's not do that. I suppose if I was super smart, I would have. Man, I got a bunch of spider bites yesterday. I would have put my stuff in box, got naked, and been on a floor. Oh, is jumping gonna work? Maybe? No. Can I see what's around? Wonder if I can run out. Let's try that again and try and run that way. When it just comes in. Maybe that's a thing? I'm trying stuff, folks. Sorry, I'm forgetting the password. I'm talking to y'all. So, yeah, yesterday, oh man, that was a nut roll. I died. Died to a bear. Horse died to falling. I didn't think that there was enough. Oh man. All right. Well, oh good Lord, this was well, that's not ideal. There's going to be so many materials in that. take you, you, you. Make 2 of you. Let's make... No, 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 not you. I need the... Make 2 of you. 2 of you. 2 of you. And... temporarily... Just so I can get the hell out of here. And then I need... outside so that stuff can't just wander in. And there we go. We at least have a secure thing again. All right. And I can't throw the foundation in there until I get all that bag out. I need a box which... There might be boxes in there. No. Yeah, everything's a nut roll right now. I gotta find their lockers. My base is just such a mess, folks. Like, this is terrible. Because I just keep throwing things places. Right? I'm like, just be somewhere. I don't even care where. Just be somewhere. And oh, it's driving me up the wall. Like, I'm making progress. I am. Can I get you? Oh. And you're up here. Good. So, this is the, for those that don't know, way to walk ridiculous amounts of weight that you can't pick up. Like you see in the bottom left, my weight is 50. My weight is 4,611. And you just hit drop all, makes a new bag, and you walk, I don't know, 10 feet or whatever. E, pick up all, drop all. Oh. And you do it until, all right, so now I can reach the lockers. I pick up all, now I access the locker and I start dropping weight. Everything that was in the stations. So obviously we had a spinning wheel, and then I had my construction bench, like I know what was there, and I had my weapon bench, which is so annoying. Oh, I have to lay down my pens. Yeah, 'cause I'm damn near out of fine hide. I think that's all the fine hide I have. And that's not okay, man. Like I'm so low on some materials. God. We're hurting on some stuff, folks, like really badly. Look at that. 90 storage slots. These aren't bad. They're not the lockers, which I think are like 120, but they're pretty decent. Well, let's get all and then the because that's the other thing I've never done is maybe we should do that today, right? I've never done this out here. You still have food? Yeah, I'm not starving you yet. Good. Yeah, you're mining. I did set up a mine right in front of the house. It's not a great one, but it's it's a foot in front of the house, right? That's pretty good. It's getting me iron, and I don't have to go anywhere for it, so I'll take it. Uh, yeah, maybe I'll do that today, right? Figure something out with this. Do, I don't know, something pretty. So I was out traveling yesterday. I did notice some things. You see this, how it has a cap of 39,000 fertilizer. Now, up until yesterday, this was the highest numbers I had ever seen on a field, and 157,000 moisture. Now, moisture-wise, that's still the highest I've ever seen on a field. But yesterday, folks, yesterday, I was running around, and I was up, don't mind my markers, um, was it here? Maybe here. And this field had like 60,000 fertilizer cap. Now, it only had 20,000 moisture, but moisture is the easiest one to get, right? You don't really care about the moisture because, not guild, this, because this exists, right? A well. You just put a minion on it and it will slowly fill. And if whatever you're planting uses it too fast, you can put more than one well and more than one minion and ta-da. And you like, I'm going to plant a bunch of really high quality rice. Well, you just put a bunch of wells and then ta-da, you're good, you know. But if you know that's going to be a thing, you can plan for it ahead of time, right? It's not a big deal. So I'm definitely thinking it might be time to move, folks, like already. Because that's the other thing. We leveled a lot. Now, I didn't intend to. I didn't think it was going to be. Oh, let's eat. I didn't think it was going to be possible. But I made. Oh God, I didn't put the stairs down. God, I'm so dumb. Let's go put the stairs. Let's go put the stairs. It's a nut roll. Like that's today is just a nut roll day, and that's okay, right? Sometimes I do things, and even I'm like, what? Why? I don't know. So yeah. Don't mind me, folks. Sometimes I'm all of the dumb. There we go. Yeah, sure, good enough, whatever. Um, sorry, I spaced everything I was just thinking. Anyway, yeah, maybe it's time to move, right? The Oh, yesterday. So yesterday I was over in this area. I did the thing I was thinking about. I was like, all right, I want to go check out some stuff, right? So I rode up here and I was like, let me go map some stuff and get some honeysuckle. Oh, that's what I was doing. And so I went and I started looking at the map, right? And do and mapping and like, oh, let's go up here and let's get you and let's up around here and let's get you and oh, let's grab you and you and you and you and back and forth and up and down and left and right and over and down and it do. And then I got up to here and instead of coming down and getting these, I was like, man, I'm going west. And I tripped around the map, right? There's just all over the place. Uh, I had that quest to make peas and then eat them in a hot area. And so I had made them and brought them. I was like, oh, when I'm done with my trip, I'll go left up along here, hit the heat, and eat it. But when I was going over here, I was like, oh, wait, it's hot. And so I was like, eat, boom. Um, and so I saw, I didn't know this was a collect point, but I saw a question mark and I was like, dude, I can get around to that. And I swear to God, it was like 3 feet, or it appeared like it was 3 feet to me. I take the horse off, he falls, he dies. I was like, son of a. The other thing, those of you that played the game know, if you fall with your horse and he dies, you can't recover your saddle or your armor. So all that hide I used yesterday to make that good armor, gone. Just gone. I I couldn't recover it off the horse's body. Nothing. It's just gone forever. What a way. Oh, folks, I was pissed and I was overloaded. So all I could do, I made a flag and placed it. And then I died and I spawned back at here. I was like, all right, now what? And I rode up to here, grabbed set a wagon down, grabbed my guy, placed the guy in a wagon, and rode up. Now, I might be wrong. I thought a guy in a cart could shoot off the back, and so I figured a guy in a wagon could shoot off the back. Man, I tried. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. Okay, that might be a possibility, and I'll admit that. So I don't know, but I could not get a guy in a wagon to shoot. And I tried you sit on the wagon, and then we sit there, and I order him to attack. I changed his range. I ordered him to attack. Like I tried all the things, right? Like I parked, I waited for the wolf to come up and chew on the wagon. Like I tried everything I could think. And then as soon as I popped him off the wagon, he ran to the target and killed it. So I don't know. And he has a crossbow. Like I made him a range guy because my theory was, well, I'll ride around, and now when something comes to chew on me, he'll shoot it as we go by. So that didn't work. Um, I don't know what the problem was. Maybe it would work as a cart. I know that the wagon does have more carry weight. So remember, this is the same horse that we used to carry, and it had what, like 1800 something? So the cart 34.56. So wagon more, almost double, right? 36 would be double. So close to double the carry capacity. Not bad. Not bad. Um, but yeah, our plan at some point is to go west, set up a fob, tame the guys. Yesterday, the guys I was running around here, these were all in the 40s ish, give or take. Um, I didn't feel like the area was impossible for us. Harder than here, yeah, sure, but not end of the world difficult, right? And now here's the thing. The longer you play this game, the more stuff you accumulate, right? The more weight you have. Like right now, let's look around. There's stuff in all these boxes, right? Materials, there's just weight. Right? If we do reduce everything to a common denominator, it's weight. There is weight that has to be moved. So my entire base is X number of trips between here and a distant point. The farther that point is, the more time it is. Time is a universal common denominator, right? If I were to move to here, as far away as I could possibly move, how much time would it take if I was here to regather everything I have versus how much time would it take to move everything I have from here to here? And that determines whether you should leave everything behind and gather new or move the stuff you have to the new location. That's the basic math for moving a base, right? Um, and obviously, you yourself have to go to the new location. So you almost always bring something on the first trip and you take the most valuable, and the most valuable may not be the highest individual value. It may just be like the hardest to get in the new location, right? Like, for example, copper is arguably way less valuable than iron. But maybe you'd bring copper because iron is found closer to the desert than copper is. So you'd bring it for that reason. You know what I'm saying? So now for us, I don't know. It did start obviously. There's a lot more dots than yesterday, isn't there, people? Yesterday there was nothing from like here up, so we did that. Oh, another thing I found. Where did I put them? Let me find them. In here, maybe? Yeah. Check this out. Honeysuckle seeds, but check that out. 70 soil porosity. So these feel like higher level seeds than the other like regular ones. Like these feel fancy to me. But I did answer that. I didn't know that before. I've never seen honeysuckle seeds before. So not only did I get a bunch of honeysuckle, but yes, they can drop seeds. Also, I found out, and I don't know if this is true for all, but this is definitely true for the bronze sickle. I was able to gather honeysuckle from the horseback with the bronze sickle. Like I didn't have to dismount to do it. Now I've never tried with a stone sickle, but that's cool. So yeah, there you go. Um, I thought that was pretty fancy and awesome. I was really pleased with that, and was like, oh my god, that's so cool. So yeah, I'm thinking about a lot of things. I don't know. I don't know where I would move. It'd be a field. I still have this horse here. That's what that red dot is on my map. If you're like, oh, my map doesn't have a red dot, and you're like, why does yours? That's a horse. When I suicidally went up here, oh God, this was days ago now. I tamed 3 horses, and I brought the 2 good ones, and I just slow boated back, and I would just go back and forth across the river anytime a wolf threatened me, or a bear, or uh, what are these vagrants or robbers or whatever was at the start. Like I just back and forth, back and forth, back and forth because I couldn't fight them. Right, everything up here is way too strong for me, and I just do total noob back and forth all the way down until I was in the noob area, and I didn't have to run from every single thing I saw. And that's how I got the high level horses when I was super low level. Because when I was up here, I didn't know what level anything was. Everything was just a skull, right? Everything, just endless skulls. That's all I saw. Um, but that's how I got home. That's how I got steel on like day 2 or 3. Now, did it take forever? Yes. Was it worth it? No, absolutely not. Well, the horses were, but I was using a stone hammer to break the like the sulfur nodes. Oh my god, folks, it was ridiculous. But I knew level 40 was coming. I knew I was gonna want to make it, and I was like, man, I'm gonna want that stuff. And what's really annoying? So I go up and I make that trip, and I get home, and I take the 2 best horses. I leave the other one. And that's why the red dot. I get home, I deposit, and I make as soon as I hit 40, I make that steel. The next day, after I've made it, my daily quest, because you get these quests or the missions, sorry, and these daily ones are different. My next crafting on daily was craft 30 steel, and I was like, son of a. I got it the day after I'd made 300, and the day after I had the resources to do it. Oh, folks, I can't tell you how annoyed I was. I was like, you've got to be kidding. I just did this, but you don't get credit for dailies. Like if it was a main, you would, right? For a main, for example, there's a main mission that is clay building, and it's build 4 clay foundations. So if, for argument's sake, on day 1, if you made 4 clay foundations, and they're the single foundations, not the larges that I'm so fond of making, then whenever you do reach that point in the main mission line, it will auto complete, right? Because the main, it kind of tracks it all the way along. But that's not true for dailies. And I was like, oh, you got, like, it was the universe mocking me, like, oh, if you weren't like trying to get ahead and do stuff before we intended you to do it, you'd be fine and you'd get credit for this. But no, you're fetus next. You had to go up here early and try and, be ahead of everybody. That's what you get. And I was like, man, thanks, universe. That's rude, man. That's not cool. So yeah, I still don't know where I want to live. That's the short answer. Like part of me thinks middle of the map, right? Let's zoom. I can't zoom anymore out. Part of me thinks somewhere in the middle of the map, but arguably like this is middle of the map, and this is all the slope of a mountain. Also, there's no good access to here, right? Like the nearest bridge to this is all the way up around here or all the way down here. Because I'm at the point of the game where I have carts. So this is not viable, right? There's no bridge across this. So I don't know, folks. Like roads are kind of important now. I could live here. It's a crossroad, right? That gives me access to whatever this, this, I could always live in noob land, just because then the assaults would be super low level, right? That's a possibility. So I don't know. There's so much I don't know. It is making it hard for me to make a decision. Other people, I don't know if they would have that issue, but for me, I'm like, man, I don't want to make the wrong one, and I think because of that, I'm just not making any decision, right? And I don't know. I don't know. I just maybe I'll ride up and try and grab that horse. Do I have just gear on me? I do. Let's put this back here. I have two banners too. Did I? Oh, here's one of the ways I got a bunch of XP. I crafted these. Bringing that with me. Let's put this on Joe Bob. Joe Bob, let's get you a better saddle. Not that you need the extra slots. Oh, you need food? This going in here. What do I need to make your food? Grass bark wildflower. Oh, I may have used all my wildflower. Drat foiled again. Well, I'm not gonna make one. All right, let's look in stuff and see if we have it shoved somewhere. Dear universe, do I have wildflower? 15. I mean, that's not a lot. Bark, grass. Oh man. Oh no. I don't think we have wildflowers, folks. I mean, that's like 15. It's not nothing. Did we have some in here by chance? No. Well now. That's 15 more. So this horse is effectively garbage. It's actually it's not. 716 speed is not bad. But I think this was one of the ones that I tamed at like level 12 and I've just had it forever. Right click to use skin. Oh, can't use skins on private. Anyway, whatever. Um, so my plan is kind of show you guys the trip, right? Maybe up here, on up here to this horse, right? Why not? I don't think I've done that on stream. Why not show you guys the terrible ideas that I do when you're not around, right? Let you see the silly that is me. No reason you guys shouldn't be included. get to see the absolute ridiculous that is the daily nut roll of me playing games. All right, how are we? Let me do this. Okay. Oh, for that one, I wanted to go that way. Yeah, well, that's not going to happen now, is it? No. All right. Um, there we go. Now I at least have a clue where it is. All right, we're going to go around this field. Now, part of it, I've traveled enough that I know, and some of it are giant clues, right? For example, there's a large snow-covered mountain. We know we're going on the right side of it, obviously, right? Because, and we know we're going to cross this. Now, normally I cross over there, but there can be wolves, tigers, other things. Yeah, when the horse died, I swear to God, the drop was just like that, folks. Like it was just that. But I don't know. It's got to be one of those you fall this much, you're fine. You fall that much, you're dead. And they're so close, but oh, they are not the same. That's for sure. So I plan on this horse dying. My goal, go out there and get that one, and then maybe tame another one while I'm out there. I got the reins, I got the taming food on me. So hopefully I can come back with two good ones. That's why I brought all the extra saddles. Because I am sad, like I got my other one killed, and the one I got killed was my fastest horse. Which sucks. It really does. So we go along this ridge line through here, left around here. Now that is a wood gather point, a collect point. That's not a terrible thing. See, we have unlocked these, the ability to craft them. Resource stronghold. Oh, that is one thing I tested yesterday. Um, this one, that's actually a tier 2. And when I went up just before I died, I opened it and accessed it. It did give me the option to build a basic one in it. I don't know if I'd get better resources. I don't know. But it said intermediate, and my guess is that makes it tier 2. Um, but yeah. So yeah, we're gonna go along this coast and up there over by, you see that waterfall, and then we'll hang left, and that's that waterfall, and starts this river up to the horse we want. So terrain association, people. That's how I manage this map and this game and everything. But that's our plan to get to our horse. Do 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 do. And I've been up there. I've been over a lot of this map actually. I I really like it. God, I just dig this game, folks. I really do. It is a blast. Still just Priest and I playing, realistically. Like I said, the other two have logged on. They've done basically nothing. But they have logged on. Um, Still other people talking about joining. But, I can talk about a lot of things. Doesn't make any of them happen or true. And I'm not, talking smack. They play other games. There's nothing wrong with that, Do whatever makes you happy. For me, it's this game. For them, it's other things. And there's nothing wrong with either of us, I wonder how long I wonder if that person is sleeping or dead, or if that's just art, kind of. All right, there's been bears here. I hope Priest gets over here to get this. It was a joint operation. Oh yeah, that bear's still there. It's a joint operation, um, and this is something I left for Priest. Oh yeah, he still has plenty of time. So this is his loot that I left for him. And I removed my flag so he could come pick it up anytime he wanted. Now see, somebody built that, but eventually it'll decay. So I could live here, and that'd be great, until this bridge falls down. But that is impressive. Like, check out that construction, man. That was awesome. Leanne is one of the admins on the server. He doesn't play anymore, but he still hops on for maintenance and stuff, and I appreciate that. That's cool. You know, they're like, hey, I don't play the game, but I'll hop on to like help with issues and that kind of stuff, and that's nice. You know, that's uh that's a good admin team. You know, people who care enough to show up. But I thought about living here just because the amount of hardwood, right? Like all these trees are tier 2. It was just a forest of tier 2. It's very nice. It does make branches a bit annoying, but let's see, branches are everywhere else, so eh. I don't know, folks. There's the one universal thing about this game. There's no such thing as a perfect spot. Every place has something good and something bad about it. So you pick the spot where the bad things bother you the least and the good things are your favorite. And that's the goal. But I, because I am actually autistic and it's not just one of those idiotic sayings that the kids say, it makes it very hard for me to do things because I overanalyze things and I check things like a couple thousand times in my brain and I'm constantly making new plans and reassessing, and sometimes that means I don't actually do anything or accomplish anything, and sometimes that means like right now I'm genuinely considering deleting my guy and starting over just because I know the early game and I understand it. Like there's in my mind there's a clear pattern and progression path and way ahead, and I get it. But where I am now, I I don't know. I don't understand. I don't know um kind of what to do. So I feel very kind of lost and up in the air. And yeah, maybe even a little bit hopeless. And I hate that feeling. I don't like it. I feel very uncomfortable. Hell, I feel very uncomfortable talking to you guys about it. I'm trying to work through it. So I'm trying to talk about it and not just delete and start over. Because I want to see Endgame. I haven't. So I don't know, folks. I really don't know. We'll see. Not telling what I'm doing. What is this? Is this? You're not a collection point. You are. I wonder what kind you are. We'll see if we can go find out. Because you're upways, so let's go around you. I think you're one of the ones I can pretty easily go around, right? Yeah, I'd say so. So our goal for a spot, at least in my mind, next to a field, that's primary, right? Gotta farm. Farming feels to me like the best long-term, most viable source of food. And you got to eat. Your minions got to eat. You need lots of food. So that is concern number one. Oh my God, let's just go to the water and swim the stupid thing. I know I can get up over there. Let's just go over there. So a farm. Concern number two. Uh, ore. Ore weighs the most. So after a field, I would like to be closest to an ore node or collection point or what have you. Then stone, then lumber, then rare resources, good hunting ground, yada yada, and it goes on from there, and it just spirals rapidly. Um, Source of minions to farm, right? Vagrants or anything that not only we can like low levels that we could potentially tame, but dragon borders, at least one that we could farm and tame. So there's lots of things. Lots of dead fox. So yeah, there's a ton of stuff we want, folks. Um, we'll get to it all. Okay, so this is somebody's. Oh, you're a bear. Let's go get in the water. Yeah, we're not screwing with that. Just this is the other reason we go along the water, folks. Let's go see. That's the other thing I like about the server. Let's see who this is. Harthel, Genghis Khan. It's like discovering relics of the past, right? Like this is Egypt, this ancient civilization. They they used to live here, and they're long gone, but they've left bits of their past. And it just, I don't know, man, it feels cool, folks. Like I'm an archaeologist traveling through the past. All right. It's just, I don't know. And it's a little silly, but it feels cool to me. All right. This one is okay, so there is that field coming up. All right. Let's and I actually gentlemen, and they don't play. Well, obviously none of these people play. But the decay is turned off in case they come back. I talked to the admin. He's like, now if any of the active players, me and Priest, need a spot, we will, he's like, I'll message them and I'll see if they intend to come back, if they're fine with delete, and if they are, I'll come and I'll delete it and you guys can have that spot. I was like, oh, that's nice. So it's a super, laid back, chill, very polite server. And wolves. Let's go across the water. Bye-bye, wolves. You do you. I'll be over here. We're getting to the horse. Do do do. Where am I going? I could go up there and follow the road. It's easier than trying to. Yeah, let's do that. Like I know it's approaching the desert. Also, that's a decent spot for tier 3 if you ever need tier 3 wood and stone. That's decent. In theory, it's outside the actual heat of the desert. Like I thought about living here too. It's not a terrible spot. Obviously, near the river can keep me relatively safe, from like instant death. this jumping back and forth gives me some level of protection from bears and wolves and other things that are just way tougher than I can handle. This is the three-way river split, right? So north up here, there are elephants and rhino spawns, like actual spawns. There's a bunch of good stuff. And then over here's where it gets hard, and there's desert, there's snow. So it's not a bad spot. I don't know about nice big flat area. That's the thing, right? Not great in my mind. And it's all opinion, but not great for building, right? Like there's a tiny flat all over, so you could make it work, I suppose. And how much space do I really need? I can always go vertical, right? And part of my problem is I don't have a design, right? Like I'm not a great builder. So I don't have this like, oh, yeah, I want to build my blah 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 design, right? There's nothing kicking around the brain that I'm like, yeah, yeah, that's the one. That's the perfect thing that I can't wait to make again. I kind of like the way that horse looks. Like it's not a great level, but I think it looks cool. Not a huge horse person. Really, really not. I think I've said that before, but yeah, it's not my jam. Do like the way these trees look though. Something about them. I think they're cool. Only 2,500 meters to the horse with the heart. Looks like we lost the wolves. Let's get stamina before we hit the next thing that wants to chase us. Oh, I like the desert. It doesn't feel too cluttered, right? Little scrub. And then the other side, obviously, that's a ton of hardwood. All those trees. So this, I don't know, at least in theory, anywhere along here wouldn't be too bad. Obviously, there's some high level stuff, right? I don't know, folks. I really don't. I go back and forth so freaking often about what to do. Like I really do. And part of the thing is, like I really want to decide. I'm at the point I need to do pens, okay? I need to put animals in pens. It's a bear. I know we turned toward it. We need to get in the water. That's like the only way I know to get away from them. It's that or be faster than them, and we're not. I think somebody told me you need like an 800 plus speed horse, and we don't have that. So for us, it's hit the water. Not because they can't chase you in the water. They usually don't, but they can. Don't think that like, oh, you're in the water, you're instantly safe. No, but because they don't attack you in the water, you have to come out. And for some reason in this game, you see how my horse stamina is not going down? You can swim infinitely. I don't know how much sense that makes, but it seems to be true. Stronghold camp, okay. But I think we can come out of the water there. Again, there's a reason I follow the river going up. There's a ton of terrifying, like, the roads would probably be faster, but death adds a lot of time to your trip, right? So I follow the river. But yeah, this is when you guys don't see me playing, this is a bunch of the stuff you're missing. Just me riding up and down and following a river and running from bears and wolves and trying not to, like, this is it. And watching my riding skill very slowly going up. And constantly checking my, like, this is it. This is all. And like yesterday when I got a bunch of levels, all I was doing was sitting on a station and grinding, like expending a bunch of resources to craft stuff. That's it. That's all you missed. It's not exciting. Yep, we're in the skull range. Nice. Things are super high level. Yeah, see? Another bear right there. Like, went 8 feet, there's another bear. Of course there is. Oh, 52. Yeah, this is about the area where we tamed the horse we're riding, obviously. Or not the one we're riding, sorry. Oh, another building. This is also Harthel, that same clan. It's so cool, folks. I'm telling you. So cool. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Riding on up. All right. Man. Oh, used up all our stamina. That was unwise. I should have paid more attention to that. Never want to run out of stamina. God, it's pretty. Look at that desert. I dig it. I really do. I think it's gorgeous. Not a lot up here now. Like we are finally getting to the edge of the map in case you've never seen it. Like, and we won't go all the way to the very edge. I don't know what it really looks like. I'm not one of those people who goes like, "Oh, look, the absolute edge of the map. I need to go there." I don't care. I care about playing the game, not, you know. Oh, they said I couldn't go there. I need to go. Oh, wait, what? Are you a Stelly? Or are you just a tree? I can't tell. I think you're just a tree. Yeah, you're just a tree, aren't you? Yeah, you're just a tree. All right. Well, I don't know where anything is this far up. So as soon as I see anything that might be cool, I just boom, beeline for it. Because I don't know. It's how you find stuff, right? You just wander around until you find it. I mean, at one point, I didn't know where any of these were, but I've wandered into them and I've found them so many times repeated that these five, hey, I know, again, I still don't know where this one is. I haven't found it again. Like I said, I know it's on a ridge line, but there's like 8 stupid ridge lines over there. I can't refind it, folks. It's somewhere. It's somewhere. I don't know. It's one of them, and I haven't refound it. Sorry. And I know I could look it up, but it just that's too easy. It feels like cheating. You know? I don't want to look it up. I want to find it on my own. Doesn't mean anything if I'm like, oh, let me go Google it. Come on. What's the point? If you Google everything, like, why are you playing the game? You know? If you're just going to Google the damn thing, why? What joy does that bring you? When I find it, I get to go, oh my God, look, I did a thing. Are you a cool looking horse or am I right? It's like a cow horse. You're a white horse with cow spots. You might be worth taming. Just so I can say, look, I'm riding a cow horse. Right? That could be fun. I don't know. I might tame the cow horse, folks. I might. That's the sulfur I was hitting. In fact, it might have been right here. Took forever. Because I didn't have bronze hand. Oh my God, I so should. I felt so dumb when I got here. I was like, why didn't I make better tools? Like I had no one-handed skill at the time either. But I still should have brought better stuff. But you do what you do. Anyway, that's oh, it was a thing, folks. It was a thing. I was riding out here. You're a boar, right? Yeah. Okay. Not a bear. We're okay. You're a boar. If I can see them ahead of time, I'm good. But a lot of times, I'm just on top of them, and I'm like, oh look, I'm screwed. And so it's like beeline to the water and pray. And that's not a great way to play the game, right? Just hope you don't die. That's not ideal. Let's hope that our horse has food in him. Hey, horsey. How are you? So, step one, you don't have food. Let's give you food. And you're going to chow down. Okay. Step two, give you a saddle so you can be ridden. Are you? Max fullness, HP recovery, horse stamina, fullness recovery, HP recovery, patient and irritable. Well, that's not ideal. You are faster. Yeah, you're definitely better than this one, right? Oh yeah, definitely better. All right. So there you go, folks. We made it to the horse. That took like half an hour. Holy hell. That took half an hour just to ride here. I didn't do any, you saw me. I didn't take a side trip. I didn't go do anything fun. I literally just rode a horse up along here, crossed a couple times, whatever, back and forth, took a bit of the road, yada yada. And here, half an hour, little more than, in fact. So, yeah, if you ever wonder how big the map is, there you go. Now imagine when I have to make multiple trips to grab resources and come back. And I just ride up, grab them, come back, ride up, grab them, come back. That's how my days get away from me, right? But that's what it takes. And that's why I have boxes full of crap over here. And now you know why I'm kind of stalled and going, man, I should figure out where I'm going to move. Because it's I'm trying to hover over the heart so I can remove it. Not even if I move in. Whatever. Because, yeah, the longer it goes, the worse it's going to be, folks. The worse it's going to be. All right. Well, regardless, I'm going to end the stream. We've recovered our shiny horse. She was a good girl. She waited for us. Also, you see how dense her bar is? She has a lot more hit points than this one. Right? She's at 5,340 versus 2,500. So she's double his hit points. Good girl. But yeah, that's it for today. I appreciate y'all stopping by. We'll see what shenanigans I get up to today. And then tomorrow morning, like normal, I will update you fine internet strangers. I hope you all have a lovely day. Appreciate you all.